I mean, how could it be a parody of you if your belly's in the past and Asperchu has it currently?
Yeah, I mean, you mean if I currently do not have the Buddha belly?
Well, exactly. So Asperchu can't be a parody of you, right?
Okay. Well,
I mean, doesn't that make sense to me? Doesn't that make sense?
Well, okay. That's fine.
I mean, it's just a little.
Yeah. Okay.
So it seems a little naive to think that Asperchu and everything are parodies of your character. I mean, I do include some of your characters in the comic, and those. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but my original characters are purely original. Asperchu, nothing about Asperchu is a parody. And I kind of like you to when you issue your retraction video to let everyone know that Asperchu is original and is not a parody in any way. Or if and you did mention that I don't have a disclaimer on my comics, but that made me think I should create a disclaimer, and so it did.
Yeah.
So if there are any elements that look parodic, that's covered.
Okay. Yeah, and also, you definitely do reference my Sanchu and my Quickbill, and especially the KI combo recently.
Well, as you said, those weren't yours, though. You said those were copies. You said those were just, copies of.
Your versions are just recreated facsimiles. Let's agree to that.
Can I ask you something then about the chaotic combo and Sonichu? If those were just facsimiles, those weren't really yours.
No, they were. They were all. No, actually, they were all mine.
Okay, so
they were originally mine.
But the ones that I drew, are those facsimiles or are those not? You're confused.
Okay, well.
Because you in your comic, you came and you took them away in your recent pages of your comic. I mean, you said that in the comics that those were mine, but so they must be original, right?
Yeah, you
said in the comic they weren't the chaotic combo, so they must be original. But then you came and took them. I don't get, and you renamed them and restyled.
All right, listen. Okay, the KI combo in my comics that appeared before book number 10, and that originated in Quickville, Virginia, not in Minnesota. Those are originally mine. But the ones that you redrew and then made them different from how they originally were in my comics, then that's definitely totally facsimiles.
Then why did you take them?
I mean, okay. Well, I mean, all right. Well, number one,
and not just the combo, but you tried to retake my Asperchu, and Asperchu wasn't a copy of anything. You renamed him Mitch Sonichu. I mean, Asperchu's mine. I don't really appreciate that. You accuse me of thievery, but then you go and try to take my Asperchu.
Okay, well you did. Okay, well no, you did take my Sonichu, and claimed him to be the original one. But you did claim You did make it obvious in your comics where he was the original one from the city of Quickville, and even worse, you made him brother to Asperchu, and with the homosexual tendencies and whatnot. Even when you drew the KI combo hedgehogs, you made Wild a homosexual when he is not.
Well, but that Wild's not yours. I mean, what does it matter if my Wild is gay? I mean, I felt it was depth to the character. I was just trying to give them a little personality. and the homosexual references. I mean, okay, this is something that's come up before. I mean, I never Asperchu has a girlfriend, Dixie Chew.
No, actually, I read further in the book, and Dixie Chew dumped his ass.
Well,
what
come on, she doesn't.
donut?
She doesn't. No, she doesn't mean that. She doesn't mean that. They're destined to be together, Chris. I mean, can't you see those undertones? I mean, that's where this whole comic is going. And besides, it still means he's straight. I mean, even if a girl does dump him, what does it matter? He went after a girl. He didn't go after a boy. Like you said, Sonichu is his brother. I mean, why would he, even if he was gay, why would he go for his brother? That's just sick.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you
anyway,
think that?
Okay. Well, well, listen. How about this? In your comics, when you in the future, or in re-referencing the past pages, the Sonichu that is Asperchu's brother, you just refer to him as Michael, and the wild you refer to him as Bobby, the Angelica, Trisha, etc., just like I said in my page. And this can be Asperchu's nickname.
But Chris, those aren't really their characters' names. I mean, Bobby and Mitch and I forget the other names. I think you renamed Bubbles Kitty, something like that. I mean, those aren't their names. They have the same names as your chaotic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you see, when I gave the chaotic combo characters those names originally in my books, those would be their nicknames. They're all Sonichus and those shoes individually, but they're just of different types. Like you look like without the nickname, he would be Grass Sonichu. Without the nickname, she would be Water Rose Chew, Flying Rose Chew, Fighting Sonichu, Sonic Sonichu.
Oh, I see. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Well, see, there's one of the differences though, because in my comic, those are really their names. I mean, Angelica, Punchy, Bubble.
No. You see, but those are actually their names in my book. In my books.
They're nicknames, you said. In my comic, they're their actual names. That's the difference.
No, I'm talking in reference to the Pokemon game. If you want to name your Bulbasaur, they call it giving it a nickname, but really it's just giving them their name. So therefore, the Grass Sonichu in my book is wild. The Water Rose Chew in my books are Bubbles, etc., etc. So
Chris,
it would work better if you just take the names I suggested for your variations of those characters and just reference to them as such.
Chris, my characters aren't Pokemon though. I don't draw Pokemon. That's not how it works in my comic.
You have been drawing Pokemon. Sonichu is an electric hedgehog Pokemon.
I thought he was a Sonichu. I mean,
Sonichu
I thought that was like a
hedgehog. If you read back in my book number 0, I make it perfectly clear that Sonichu and Roschu are electric hedgehog Pokemon.
Okay. Well, I think the point of confusion there is where they're like I've never seen any Pokeballs in your comic or trainers or any of those other Pokemon elements.
Yeah. Okay.
Like shouldn't they live in Pokeballs?
Okay. Yes, there's a Pokeball that specially catches Sonichus and Roschu called the S-Chew Ball, and there is a reference to that within the books. The crystals were the Sonichu Ball crystals originally before I decided to rename them Chaotic Crystals. And we do have we have 2 trainers. Nate Circle was a Pokemon trainer. He had a Zapdos. He had a Red Gyarados. He had a Mewtwo.
Okay, but Chris, those are like Zapdos and Mewtwo and Gyarados. I mean, does anyone? Because Sonichu lives in like a house, doesn't he? I mean, he lives like a person. Who's training?
Okay. Well, you see, he was originally a wild Pokemon, the original Sonichu, but the original Roschu was originally the Raichu that was caught and trained by the Pokemon trainer Kelly, Kel for short.
But they live on their own now. I mean, when they became Sonichu, Roschu, they're people, right? I mean, they live like people. They have jobs like people. Sonichu has a job.
Well,
what is it?
Yeah, we see. Well, in that case, Kel wanted to move on with her Pokemon trainer career, but Roschu and Sonichu wanted to live happy individual lives together.